Utah Senator Mitt Romney is once again in a lonely spot in Washington as the Republican who has spoken most forcefully against President Trump's moves to challenge election results.
Fox 13's Max Roth shows us what he said that's getting so much attention. Max.
Yeah, you know, Bob and Amy, while Romney represents Utah, his family roots go back to Michigan, where his father George was governor. And President Trump spent some of his day with Michigan state legislators in what may be his most unorthodox and, Romney says, undemocratic move Trump has made to keep his job.
Republican Mike Shirkey is the majority leader of the Michigan State Senate, and he's headed to D.C., invited to the White House by President Trump.
Please follow the law, sir.
These polite protesters say the results are clear. Biden won Michigan by 156,000 votes. Utah Senator Mitt Romney says the president is taking his election protests too far, tweeting, having failed to make even a plausible case of widespread fraud or conspiracy before any court of law, the president has now resorted to overt pressure on state and local officials to subvert the will of the people and overturn the election. He goes on to say it is difficult to imagine a worse, more undemocratic action by a sitting American president.
It's not about party anymore. It's about every one of us. It's about our system of governance.
Hinckley Institute of Politics director Jason Perry sees Romney standing on principle.
And what he's trying to do right now with his statements, which were very, very strong, is suggest when it comes to issues like the coronavirus or the election, some issues are just bigger than politics.
I think we have to be careful that we don't overreact.
Boyd Matheson, opinion editor with the Deseret News, thinks the situation isn't so dire.
To me, this is actually reinforcing my confidence that we have a system that when charges are brought up, if there's truth to them, we can follow it and we can pursue it and correct it. And if there's not, we can make sure it's dismissed.
Senator Shirkey in Michigan already said he's not going to step in, so why accept Trump's invitation? That's actually the only question he answered.
Are you excited, though, about going?
Of course. Of course.
I mean, there are real issues in this campaign, aren't there?
No, that's not the reason I'm excited. I mean, it's cool to just go to the White House, you know?
I think that's the political version of like sitting through the timeshare talk in order to get the free vacation. Well, there is another weird little 2020 footnote to all of this. Scott Baio, you know, on Happy Days, he was Chachi. That was the scrappy dude of Fonzie's Scooby. Anyway, he said that he may move to Utah and run against Romney. Yeah. Anyway, live in the newsroom, Max Roth, Fox 13 News, Utah.